Being in love is a good thing, but it is not the best thing. There are many things below it, but there are also things above it. You cannot make it the basis of a whole life. It is a noble feeling, but it is still a feeling. Now, no feeling can be relied on to last in its full intensity, or even to last at all. Knowledge can last, principles can last, habits can last, but feelings come and go. And in fact, whatever people say, the state called being in love usually does not last. If the old fairy tale ending, they lived happily ever after, was taken to mean they felt for the next 50 years exactly as they felt the day before they were married, then it says what probably never was, nor ever would be true, and would be highly undesirable if it were. Who could bear to live in that excitement for even 5 years? What would become of your work, your appetite, your sleep, your friendships? But of course, ceasing to be in love need not mean ceasing to love. Love in the second sense, love as distinct from being in love, is not merely a feeling. It is a deep unity, maintained by the will and deliberately strengthened by habit. They can have this love for each other even at those moments when they do not like each other, as you love yourself even when you do not like yourself. They can retain this love even when each would easily, if they allowed themselves, be in love with someone else. Being in love first moved them to promise fidelity. This quieter love enables them to keep the promise. It is on this love that the engine of marriage is run. Being in love was the explosion that started it. C.S. Lewis.
And now for our vows. They're kind of sweaty. My Clover, in the last 8 years, we have had sickness and we have had health. We have had richer and we have had poorer. We have provided comfort in hard times and we have shared joy in good times. We have shared in the bliss of a warm waffle and in the terror of a cold pancake. When I was alone, you encouraged me to find joy within. You showed me how to give myself permission to pursue my passions. You taught me how to fall in love with clouds and flowers and birds and unique old houses on every trip we take. You took a flashlight and shined it into my soul and helped me discover who I could be. You took a man who is rigid and cautious and turned him into someone who is adaptable and adventurous. You took our home and turned it into an incredible place full of pictures, plants, and wildlife. Those 8 years have been the best of my life. My vow to you today is to always build upon that, so that when death finally parts us, we can say with confidence that we lived a beautiful, loving life together. I vow to continue to love you and honor you and cherish you in sickness and in health, for richer and poorer, in hard times and in good times. And to all the standard vows I add, I vow to show you the clouds and flowers if you have forgotten how to see them. I vow to hold the flashlight in dark times. I vow to celebrate the home that you have built and help all things grow and flourish. I vow to do all of those things to the end of our days. With this crown, I proclaim you the queen of the kingdom you have built, the kingdom of my heart and our life.
You said you weren't going to make me cry.
I said no such thing.
You were told to. All right. I'm a little less prepared. Much like our life. All right. On one of our first dates, a complete stranger stopped us outside of the Neuralex and told you, "Keep that one in your back pocket," and then winked at me and said, "The back pocket's the best for dancing." Over the last 8 years, you've shown me that life is just not something to get through, but it's a dance. Life is a beautiful dance, and it's so much better when you have a great partner. And you're the best one that I could have ever asked for. And I love you. And that's all. And also, I just really like you. And now we invite you to kiss your favorite person. But you have to have a crown.
That's right.
I love you.
Oh. Take a bow, Joey. Thank you.